Hello and welcome to the first edition of Talkin Dirt.
Not to be confused with Dirty Talk, which will lead to our favourite international celebrities.
Talkin Dirt is about bringing you news and information from the local motocross scene. In this episode we'll focus on the backbone of Australian motocross, the privateer rider. And now it's over to Mark in the field for more of the story. Over to you, Mark.
Thanks, Doug. Today we're at Broadford, Victoria for the final round of the Australian Motocross Championships. We make our way through the pits past the factory-backed efforts of Honda, KTM and CDR Yamaha, but today our focus will be on probably what makes up the majority of the field in a motocross race, the privateer rider. We'll be speaking to Glenn McDonald. The first thing I asked Glenn was how he manages to juggle a full-time job along with his racing commitments.
But basically it's a 7 till 5:30 job, and once we get home, scoot off to the gym and go and throw some laps. We just go through what we've got in the logbook, and that gives us like a ballpark figure. So when we go out there, I can come back from actually going out and practice. Say, look, Greg, the bike might feel a little bit rich here, or it might be ducking and weaving here, or it might be the back end might be stepping out. So we basically just go through what we've normally had in basic setup figures, and we can work it through that.
I also spoke to Glenn's mechanic Greg Mallett about bike preparation for a track like Broadford.
Mainly size of carburetes really well off at the bottom. It's got to carburate off the bottom because of the hills. And again, you've got a couple of areas on the track where you're at the bottom of hills going into relatively slow corners, and the bike will bottom at the bottom of the hill as you brake into the corners. So you've got to sort of set it up so as to more or less have it as compliant as you can get it to handle the bumps, but then not too soft so as it's going to bottom off the big drop-offs and at the bottom of the hill. Broadford's a little bit different there because of the downhill sections. Not so much the uphills, but because of the downhills. The downhills are fast, very fast, so you want to build as much stability into the thing as you can. So you can do that by lengthening the wheelbase a little bit, and by dropping the forks out through the clamps and keeping the rake angle out as far as you can.
All the best for the day.
Thanks very much.
Back to you in the studio, Doug.
Thanks, Mark. Tune in again for the next episode of Talkin Dirt.
What the hell are you doing?